What's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller. And welcome everyone to WWE 205 Live Review, the show from October 31st, 2018. I guess you could say this was the Halloween edition, which I'm kind of, well, sort of, well, I am late to do these reviews, and I apologize for that. Especially where it pertains to the NXT and the NXT UK reviews as well. But I'll get to them. I'll try to get to them momentarily. If I can't get to all four of them, I'll just go through all two of it. The one I have planned for right now is to get to 205 Live and to get to NXT. So that being said, let's get right into it. To what happened on the show. This was taking place in Atlanta, Georgia, because that's where SmackDown was at, and obviously this was a tape episode of 205 Live that was aired on the Wednesday. Your commentators were Vic Joseph, Nigel McGuinness, and Percy Watson. So let's get right to it. So the show opened up with D. Brian Kendrick versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Gentleman Jack Gallagher was being accompanied by Drew Gulak. And this match, it was pretty decent. I mean, where it pertains to D. Brian Kendrick and then Gentleman Jack Gallagher, they had matches before, obviously, and they were entertaining at best. But some of it was so not entertaining because at the time they were, booked. The show was booked before by Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn. Until Triple H took over, and now we see D. Brian Kendrick and Gentleman Jack Gallagher in the feud. This time is a different type of way because D. Brian Kendrick at one point was a heel, and now you got Gentleman Jack Gallagher as a babyface. Was a heel. Was a babyface. Excuse me. But now, Gentleman Jack Gallagher is the heel, and D. Brian Kendrick is the babyface. And the match itself was pretty good for what it was. I mean, it wasn't anything. So that you will go back and watch again, but I thought it was pretty good. So Drew got Dragon involved, but all of a sudden, we get Akira Tozawa coming from the crowd to attack Drew Gulak, and that was enough to distract basically Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and then D. Brian Kendrick takes advantage by going for the sliced bread number 2 and gets a 3 count in the win. So you're the winner, D. Brian Kendrick. And the heels backed away, they retreat, while the babyfaces are in the ring. D. Brian Kendrick nodded at Akira Tozawa for helping him out, and Akira Tozawa is still is still confused. Should he even side along with D. Brian Kendrick, knowing that these two used to be rivals, used to be common enemies, Well, that was the story they were telling there. So then we get to Drake Maverick, the 205 Live General Manager, and Cedric Alexander. So Cedric Alexander, look, he's not in his wrestling gear. He's actually in a suit. And you basically Drake Maverick. Excuse me, Drake Maverick is concerned about Cedric Alexander and all that, because he has not been the same ever since he lost the Cruiserweight Championship. Cedric Alexander said that he wants his opportunity, his rematch of the Cruiserweight Championship. But then Drake Maverick says he already got plans for someone to be to go after the Cruiserweight Championship, and that's either Mustafa Ali or Tony Nese for that match. I'll get to it later on, but that was I was also up there, and basically what they're going with Cedric Alexander. What they're going here with him is that he's going to become a heel. That's where I see where they're going with this. Based on his misdemeanor look and all that, they're really teasing that he could turn heel pretty soon. When this will happen, I don't know yet, but it'll come into influence once we get close to it. Okay, Grand Metalik versus some kind of wrestler, who just dropped to Grand Metalik. Nothing else to say about the match, folks. It was a squash for Grand Metalik to win. Then after the match, TJP attacks Grandmaster League. The house party, they were at ringside. But they're not. I mean, they were actually on the stage. I mean, I'm just saying, excuse me. So yeah, Kalisto and Alicia Dorado comes to the aid of Grandmaster League being attacked by TJP. But then TJP got what he wanted though. He removed the mask of Grandmaster League. So he's got 3 collections of the Luchador mask from the Lucha House Party. So yeah, where that going? I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. Um, Also we get Buddy Murphy and who's the Cruiserweight champion and Tony Nese. Basically, Tony was being interviewed for a little bit. I think it was Buddy Murphy, but basically Tony Nese is getting prepared to face Mustafa Ali in the main event, and Buddy Murphy is saying he's gonna remain Cruiserweight champion, something like that. I don't remember what he said, but then Caleb Braxton asked the Cruiserweight champion Buddy Murphy who you prefer to go after your title, Mustafa Ali or Tony Nese, and basically he didn't fully answer the question with that. I mean he didn't answer her, but but kind of not answer the question about that because basically what pertains to Tony Nese if he wins and he gets a title shot. So oh yeah, then let me get to another interview. Well, actually, first we get Mustafa Ali. Is taping up for his match. Cause because after that match he did with Tommy, that false count anywhere match. He's banged up, so so he's gonna be coming into the match not 100%, and we'll get that match momentarily. Then we get Dasha Fernandez. She interviews Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis. And basically Maria Kanellis tells her to go away. And basically she interviews her husband Mike Kanellis. Don't remember what she said, but then also in TJP shows up. He had talks about he's a cruiserweight, and so talks about he's the first ever cruiserweight champion, which he's not. He's not the first cruiserweight champion. But anyways, but then Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett, Mike Kanellis, that's his name now in WWE. Mike Kanellis, not instead of Mike Bennett, but they talk about the Lucha House Party, whatever. I guess they go over together against the Lucha House Party. I don't remember how it was said, but that's where they went with this. So I don't know, and probably they'll have one more person added into that stable or whatever. I guess. Main event time. Mustafa Ali versus Tony Nese. This match was pretty good. Obviously, the story here is that Mustafa Ali is heavily taped and all that, and he's not 100%. He may not be able to win this match against Tony Nese, who is 100%, and Tony Nese has been on the roll, and Tony Nese, despite his buddy Murphy, his pal, Buddy Murphy, who's a cruiserweight champion, that Buddy Murphy is going to look at Tony Nese as a huge threat. Despite the fact that Tony Nese mentioned at one point that Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese, doesn't matter who's the cruiserweight champion, they run this division, they rule this division. No one's gonna take this cruiserweight. No one's gonna take away this division away from them. Where pertains to 205 Live. So. But yeah, this match was pretty good. In the end, we get Tony Nese. He's working on Mustafa Ali, and the referee is trying to back him off, and he's trying to do his job because Mustafa Ali hurt and all that, and also he goes for, I don't remember it was either a small package or a roll up, something like that. But anyway, Mustafa Ali gets the win over Tony Nese. Yeah, after Tony Nese going on some winning streak, all of a sudden he just loses. So after the match, basically, Tony Nese was going to tease to attack Mustafa Ali. Also, Cedric Alexander comes out to chase him out of the ring. So Tony Nese gets out of the ring, and then um, Cedric Alexander, he picked up Mustafa Ali and then puts him like this, acting like he's going to do the lumbar check, and the crowd's all ball into it. You know, when I saw it, I'll wait till I see it. I'll wait till I see that heel turn, and that's not what happened. The heel turn did not happen, folks. It was a nice teaser though that that Cedric Alexander did that, but yeah, I'll see that, like, see myself. Well, let's see if he pulls it off first. Let's see if he pulls the trigger on Mustafa Ali, and that's not what happened. But also let me get Buddy Murphy coming out, and he comes out, and he has a stare down, um, you know, to Mustafa Ali, on stage though, but not in the ring, But yeah, there you go, and that was how the show ends. Total Amount Wrestling for 205 Live, 3 matches, and my overall screen for the show. I thought the show was pretty decent. So I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. So that being said, thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., Natural Born Driller. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please subscribe to me right now. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. The choice is yours and yours alone. And you all take care. I'll see you all in a few minutes for my NXT review. But for now, peace on the streets.